Hey guys, if you're enjoying the content that I'm making, please click that subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell button and make sure to tick that box to send all notifications so you don't miss out on any videos. With that in mind, let's get on with the video. What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another The City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the fight in the Lost Chapters Part 2, the Small Summoner Part 10. And this is obviously the hard mode of that fight, and in this video we'll be going through different tips and guides for you guys to be able to clear all the missions and get all the rewards. As you guys can tell, I'm still not feeling very well and my voice is still cracking every now and then, so I do apologize for that. But without further ado, let's get on with the general tips for this fight. So the first thing that I would suggest is obviously to limit your ability usage, because honestly you want to save as much of your abilities to kill the boss as soon as possible before he revives his familiars. Basically later on the boss will use perfect dodge and basically have two familiars, which you will then kill, and then you'll be able to hit the boss. In this way you'll have a lot of turns for you to maximize your damage output on those turns, and having your abilities there will help immensely. Now as for characters to bring in, obviously you have your boosted characters such as Bartz, Eiko, and Ida as well, but you can also bring Vincent and Lightning like I have here because they have very good synergy. Sabin is also an option due to his ability to hit ghost type monsters harder, so that is an option if you do have Sabin maxed out. I mean, it's a very good character to bring in. Now as for support characters, you do have the option of all the boosted characters as well, and obviously you want to have good synergy with your team. I do suggest a high DPS characters like with high turn rate as well, like Lightning, Squall, and Tidus. And again, I put Sabin in there just because he hits ghosts harder, but I don't believe he has a high turn rate. But Lightning, Squall, and Tidus are definitely characters that you can bring in that have a high turn rate, which you can maximize in taking down the boss later on. As for the summon, I would normally bring Ifrit because of that 20% attack up while your HP is max, and if you have Eiko, again you can heal through the HP damage and then maximize your attack again after that. Alexander is another option because of the holy attacks, and it does give you some HP regen when your HP is less than 50%. And other than that, I think that's it for the general tips and guide, because I feel like this is the easiest one out of the 3 new fights that we do have, at least the challenging ones. So yeah, let's get on to the wave by wave fight analysis. Alright, so let's get on with the first wave. Basically it's the land turtle. It's a level 70 land turtle. I honestly feel like this isn't much of a trouble at all. I mean, there is that retreat ability that we all hate so much, so I would suggest just to DPS it down as quick as you can. It doesn't really have a lot of HP, mind you. I thought it would actually have a lot more, but and when it retreated I felt, oh my god, here we go again, this is gonna take a lot of my turns. But honestly I felt that it didn't take that long at all, so I suppose you guys won't have any problem with this as well. Having Eiko here with the smite ability actually really helps if you really want to use smite, and basically give you a lot of those braves so you can use your HP attacks quickly and kill it as fast as you can. Now, as for the second wave, you do have to take down 2 fire bombs. Pretty simple and quick. You know, you can just use normal attacks if you want, then it will pretty much just fill up your summoning bar later on. It's up to you guys. I honestly feel like this wave was you know, pretty easy, and all you had to do was take it down. I did use some abilities here, and the only reason because I actually had my Vincent with the fire base attack, so I was actually doing less damage than I thought I would. So that's that. Let's get on with the third wave. So for the third wave, we have the Sandworm, which it will definitely use gravity spin and hit you with that HP damage. Which, fun fact, just because I actually did this fight before the very first one in the hard modes, if you actually took that HP attack in the I guess the part 1 of the fight, which you fight, I think it wasn't a zoo, but it was a flying bird, and then the Sandworm will use gravity spin and hit you, and basically that will do more than 3,000 damage. So you actually need a healer in the part 1 of the fight. So just a little tip there, if you guys are wondering why, you know, there's no way you can dodge that attack. So, and you're gonna take more than 3,000 HP, which means you won't be able to finish the mission. So anyway, other than that, I think that's the only thing you to worry about here in the Sandworm. Obviously, whenever you hit it with HP attack, it does spit out saliva, which is pretty annoying because it does give you the speed down debuff. And yeah, I mean, you can make it run out before you kill it. You do have quite a few turns. I do believe 155 turns, if I am not mistaken. So don't let the speed down debuff worry you too much, because you will have enough turns. And just a quick note, just be careful of its all-out attack. It does a group Earth Brave magic attack when it uses Earthquake. So when you see that all attack, just be careful that you might get broken that way, and you don't want that to happen. Anyway, let's go to the fourth wave. Okay, the fourth wave is basically just 3 dark skeletons. And enough said, we'll just skip this really quickly and go to the boss fight. Okay, so this is the final wave, and obviously the boss fight, where you fight the White Priest and 2 of his familiars. Now, I actually haven't covered the White Priest and familiar fight before, so I'm gonna go ahead and list all their abilities and weaknesses and all of that. And the reason being, obviously, I wasn't playing the City of Final Fantasy at the time when this all released, when it first came out. So there you go. So the White Priest. So it has a weakness to holy type attacks and resistant to dark attacks. So other than that, there's nothing else. It has neutral to melee and physical range attacks and magic attacks as well. So you don't have to worry about bringing like melee and physical range characters, because it actually doesn't have any sort of resistance to them. So it does have Dark, which is the Dark Brave magic attack, which becomes to Darkra at level 40, and I do believe it becomes into Darkga at level 71. So you will be taking damage from Darkga rather than the Dark in Darkra. It does have Touch, which is its melee HP attack, and Dark Cure, which recovers his allies' HP. It will use Perfect Dodge, as you guys will see when it first comes out. This is basically the first move it will do, and this dodges even precise attacks. It does have Brave Regen, which grants Brave Regen to itself, obviously, and it will use Hastega, which is a speed up to the entire party. And of course, it does have Call of the Living, which revives all allies on the caster's next turn. But this does cancel Perfect Dodge. This becomes Pure Malice from level 50. As for its familiar, it will only have 3 different attacks. It will have the same weaknesses and resistances. So basically for the familiar, it'll have Dark, which is obviously the Dark Brave attack, and will become Darkra from level 31 and Darkga from level 71. The Touch ability, which is the melee HP attack, and of course Dread, which is the Brave magic attack that deals brave damage based on its initial brave, and it will grant the party brave based on the damage dealt. Okay, so now that we know its abilities and skills and how the fight actually works, then it's time to give you guys a little bit of tips on the final stuff about the boss. And honestly, there's not much else to say, because to me, I've already given you guys a good general guide at the start of this video, and basically that's all there is to it. It's basically bringing a high DPS character, and it is a bonus that if you bring a high turn rate character as well. Obviously for your support characters as well, you can definitely bring them in, and having Ifrit there is an extra bonus. Alexander, like I said, works well as well because of his holy base attack, but that's basically just at for the first 5 turns that you actually have Alexander. So having a high DPS character will definitely help you guys here. Other than that, I don't think I can think of anything else apart from this is probably out of the blue, and I just thought of it just now, is to actually bring Cecil here for his variant blows. I know darkness doesn't work on this boss, but you can probably use those darkness abilities on the 1st to the 4th wave, and then use variant blows on the boss. This will add extra turns and extra damage for you as well if you are struggling. Just let me know how it works out, because I actually don't have my Cecil maxed out, so I can't actually use it. Anyway guys, I think that's it for this video. Remember to click like, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful at all. As always, I'd like to hear from you guys. If you use a different strategy, please leave a comment down below. Also follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. This is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.